Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good evening, and welcome to Flight Path's 30th birthday party. Hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. There's more to come. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Gloria Vogt-Nilsen, and I'm tonight's event chair and your master of ceremonies. It is a lot of friends in the audience. It is my privilege to serve on the board of directors of Flight Path Museum and Learning Center, along with my colleagues. Can the board members please rise so we acknowledge you? Board members, please rise. You will find your names in your program. I would first like to thank John Talashay and his team at the Proud Bird for this lovely venue and the scrumptious meal you're about to consume, absolutely. This is where the fundraising galas all began 30 years ago, and tonight we are honoring our past and providing a preview into the future. While the museum component of Flight Path opened in 2003, Flight Path was founded in 1995 by Westchester businessman Maury Plotkin. His desire was to extend scholarships to students interested in aviation and aerospace careers, as well as recognize the trailblazers of aviation. And so the Flight Path Walk of Fame was established, and we continue it today. If you look in your program, there's a list of all the Flight Path Walk of Fame honorees. The Walk of Fame is along Sepulveda Boulevard between Manchester and 92nd Street in the Westchester Central Business District. You should go check it out. I would like to recognize my Gala committee, who worked tirelessly to provide this beautiful celebration to you. Please rise and remain standing as I call your name. Lynn Adelman, Robert Ackerman, Heidi Brown, Lori Kier, also Ben Irving, can you please stand as our honorary member? He's our videographer extraordinaire and our photographer for the evening. I would also like to acknowledge our volunteers who are the engine of the museum. Volunteers that are present, can you please stand or wave so we can acknowledge you? This evening would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. Our first-class sponsors, Los Angeles World Airports, and the Proud Bird and Specialty Restaurants. Our business class sponsors, United Airlines, Delta Airlines, the Drollinger Family Charitable Foundation, and Selber Perkins Design. Our premium class sponsors, Alliance for Regional Solution to Airport Solution, AV Air Pros, Flying Tiger Line Historical Society, Hallmark Aviation Services, Qantas, Playa Venice Sunrise, Austin Commercial, the Irving family, Lynn Adelman, Gabriel Hadassian, Robert and Chris Ackerman, and Heidi Brown. Our gala donors, the Plotkin family, Regatta Capital Group, William Hannon Foundation, Seymour Kahn, Steve and Rennie Sukup, Vergari and Associates, Bob Slusser, Bruce Scotto, James St. John, Judy Christian, and Patricia Crockett. And of course, all of our generous raffle and auction donors whose names appear in your program, especially our airline ticket donors, United Airlines, Delta Airlines, British Airways, and Turkish Airlines. Thank you everyone for all your contributions to our birthday celebration. And now, it is my honor to introduce our board president, Jean-Christophe Dick, best known to you as JC, who would like to share a few words.
Thank you, Gloria. That is loud. Well, thank you all for being here today. It has been a big effort by Gloria, the whole group, the committee, the board members, the volunteers, the sponsors, everybody. So thank you once again. And we're here to celebrate the 30 years of the Flight Path organization, the Flight Path Learning Center of Southern California. So you know the Flight Path as the Flight Path Museum, but that's how we started out, the Flight Path Learning Center of Southern California. And I kind of want to focus a little bit on that. This is our mission statement: to preserve and educate about the history of aviation and aerospace in Southern California, and to prepare the aviation pioneers of tomorrow. So, a little bit of that Southern California part. We're at LAX. This is on LAX property, but this is a photo of LAX, the baby photo of LAX, circa 1926. And we're all seated, technically, on this photo, kind of like that little blotch that's over there. So, there wasn't much, just grass. But in 1928, that first building went up, Hangar 1, which is just still there, just a couple hundred feet that way. Very beautiful building. But before LAX was a passenger airport, it was a construction site where prototypes of the instruments of democracy were built. These were the P-51 Mustangs, and they served to protect our freedoms, as well as the freedoms of our friends and allies, against against fascism, against totalitarianism, against authoritarianism. And this role of Southern California in aviation continues to today, through the Cold War and throughout even to today. And that's what helped the freedoms that allow people around the world to come to Los Angeles, to have the ability to come and see LA and become a global hub. And that hub is what brought people to LA. Sorry. This is from the 1960s. These are all the presidents from around the world that came to LA. And I was digging through the archives of the Flight Path. That's what we do, we preserve the history. And I didn't know that these photos existed. We have presidents from all over the world, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. And they came to California because LAX is what opened up LA to the rest of the world, not just to the first country and to the rest of the world. And it's also not just those people, but also people coming to the United States for the first time and starting their lives anew. And that's something that was very important. So that was something that I think is a proud part of Los Angeles. Over 200 languages are spoken here in Los Angeles. And more than 50% of the population speaks more than one language. On this stage, you have somebody from 5 different countries and 3 different continents. But let's look at the future. We're honoring the past, present, and the future, and the future are those kids that come to our museum. And you can see this is just a snapshot of one of those many, many, many kids that come to our museum. And they come in and they don't know about a little bit of aviation. A lot of them haven't flown before. But when they come to the museum, they see the planes fly. You know, it's kind of like, okay, maybe they're going to be a part of the future of Southern California. Maybe they're going to be the ones that create the prototypes, that build the prototypes, that fly the planes, and that will go to space and beyond. And maybe even further, that other industry that we do, they're making those prototypes for 200 years out. So, in this, what I think is maybe Southern California is not just building the prototypes of tomorrow, maybe Southern California is the prototype for tomorrow. So with that, I'd like to pass the video over to Tracy Park, our councilwoman from CD11.